Hi, my book lovers. It's Libby, Learn Explorer, and I'm going to be doing a book review on Brandon Macy's The Quiet Ones. Okay, I actually have notes for this book, like real legit notes, because I was just so torn up about this book. Let me get them out. So, let me give you the summary of this book. So, our main character, Mallory, split up with her sister. Her sister's name is Liz, by the foster care system because their mother was murdered by her crazy ex-boyfriend. And so the story starts 25 years later when Mallory is a successful reporter at the Atlanta Times. And she's been trying to find Liz for the 25 years. Or is it 23? It's one of those two. It's 25 or 23 years. I think it's 25 though. Then she gets a match on this genealogy website, and it's a close match. And she finds that the match is a daughter of Liz. So we find out that, Mallory's like, oh no, I'm going to find a sanctuary, figure out why Liz didn't come with type of the why she's not here. I just want to talk to my sister. So she goes to the sanctuary, and before she goes to the sanctuary, there's some weird stuff happening in the town where the sanctuary is. No one wants to talk about the sanctuary. And the people who do want to talk, Mallory says that they have fear in their eyes when they are asked about the sanctuary. Long story short, she's just a sanctuary, and it's cultish. So crazy things happen. A lot of crazy things happen. I mean, a lot of crazy things happen. This book should have came with trigger warnings. Yes, for real. The trigger warnings are rape, sexual assault, and human trafficking. I keep telling, if you watch my September TBR, because it's on it, you would know that I wouldn't have never picked up this book if I knew about those trigger warnings. It just wasn't for me. But I didn't know, so I still read it, and I almost stopped reading it when I got to the parts, and I was just oh no, I don't want to do this. But I was literally 50 pages almost done with this book, so I had just continued it. But I wish they gave you a cautionary warning on here about the trigger warnings, but whatever. So let's just get into my thoughts on this book. I said I don't like the main character, Mallory. I don't like her. Say it. Anyways, yeah, she's stubborn. That's all I can say. And then I said she's overly emotional about non-issues. Yeah. Okay, think about that one. Because I was just yo, you're gonna stop someone for being concerned? I'm just saying, she's concerned. You're gonna stop someone like that. Okay, whatever. Then I said that she's too impulsive. Really impulsive. A lot of things could have been handled differently if she wasn't as impulsive as she was. This book would have been, I think this book would have been super great if she wasn't as impulsive as she was. My other hiccup with this book is it has too many short chapters. There's a point in this book where there is a 1 page and it's a chapter. It's done. Then there's a point in time where there's only 3 pages and it goes to the next chapter. It's too many short chapters. I was getting annoyed with how short the chapters were because I was getting into the flow, then getting out because there's a new chapter. Okay. It was so weird. I think we made it to 60 chapters. 70, yeah, 74 chapters. And look how thin this book is. 74 chapters? No, I'm sorry. Another thing is, I will say that I give the storyline A+. The storyline is so good. It's just the execution of the storyline is not great. Like, I can see the disheartenment that Mallory felt when she finds out that, like, Liz is dead. But then Mallory is like, she's not dead. She's not dead. And I'm going to prove it to you guys that she's not dead. You're lying to me. And that just, like, is so good. But, like, the actions leading up to finding out what's going on at the sanctuary is just so non-realistic. Like, it's too much, like, not even movie magic. It's just, like, a lot of, like, leaps and bounds for this. And I just couldn't get into it. I also said that I started to lose focus in this book because the story wasn't capturing my attention. Like, the execution of the story. It doesn't even get good until, like, less than, after the halfway point. After, like, the halfway point, it gets sort of good. Like, the mystery is coming in. But up until then, you're just like, oh my gosh, like, I know it's supposed to be suspenseful, but it wasn't even suspenseful. It was just like, why is she doing this? Like, this is a lot for someone to be just doing. Like, I just couldn't understand it. And it was just, like, losing me as it slowly went on. And then, like, action happened. I was like, okay, I'm into it. But then I would lose it again. Alright, so something with trigger warnings. Oh, and then the ending is very unrealistic. Even for, like, movies. Maybe not for Netflix movies, but, like, for good movies, even the ending is just super unrealistic. I was just like, oh my gosh. There's a good twist in it, but, like, even the twist wasn't even enough for me to be like, oh yeah, you know, I'm gonna give this 4 stars. Because I was just like, oh, this was a 2, and then went to a 3. So, yeah. I wish this book would have held up to the storyline. I really do. Because this is supposed to be a thriller. I think this thriller is lukewarm. It didn't make me want a page turn. It didn't make me feel like I needed to turn on the lights. That's what a good thriller does. And this was just, lukewarm. So I gave it a 3. I don't think I'm gonna keep this book. So, yeah. Thank you for staying with me. I am thinking, I know I am. I'm gonna be reading Ferret's Steinmetz Automatic Reload next. And I can't wait to tell you guys about this book. So I will see you guys in my next video. I hope you have a wonderful day and see you then. Bye.